Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crazy Dreamer Network. My name is AJ and let's hop right into today's reading. So today's pick a card is for the month of December, and it's going to be what holiday miracles are happening for you in the month of December, okay? We have 4 piles. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. Pile number 1, we have the raw green fluorite crystal. Pile number 2, we have the tumbled tiger's eye crystal. Pile number 3, we have the orbicular Jasper. And pile number 4, we have the rose quartz crystal, okay? So I will let you all meditate on your pile selection. All right, my lovely dreamy dreamers. So I love you so much, and I will see y'all in your reading. Bye. Hey, pile number 1s, welcome back to your reading. So you all chose this really beautiful green fluorite crystal, which is suggested to ground excess energy, dissipate emotional trauma, and clear infections, okay? So obviously I am not giving you all medical advice. This is just the general meanings of these crystals. So please use your own discernment and do not take medical advice from a tarot reading. You always have to use your own discernment, right? But long story short, with you picking the green fluorite crystal, you may be in need of like a detoxification or healing, things along the lines with the old and with the new may be commencing for you, okay? Maybe coming in for you. And yeah, so let's hop into your reading, pile number 1. With your pile selection card, we are using the Heavenly Bodies astrology deck, okay, which I know is kind of like a favorite here on YouTube. And we have the 8th house with transformation, karma, facing fears, and legacies. Okay, so I think this is really interesting in regards to the 8th house. You know, obviously, being ruled by Scorpio, and it's a lot of transformations happening, a lot of karmic debt either being cleared away or being, distributed. Being able to walk into the proverbial fire, right? And almost like phoenix-like energy, right? And also maybe doubling down on what you want to leave as a legacy here on earth, okay? What you want to leave behind when everything is said and done, okay? So let's hop right into this. I actually want to read a little bit from the Heavenly Bodies book because it's so gorgeous. Like, it's a hard copy book. It's just really pretty. So let's read 8th house. All right, or house 8. So it's 100. Okay, so it says house 8. It says, this is a place of danger, but it's also a place of freedom. Here lies the pain and fear you keep hidden in the deep connections that force them to the surface. Wow. It says, if looked at from the perspective of a lifespan, it's heartbreaking, or an intimacy prompted transformation. Hold on, wait. Okay, so with house 8, it says this is a place of danger, but it's also a place of freedom. Here lies the pain and fear you keep hidden and the deep connections that force them to surface. If looked at from a perspective of a lifespan, it's heartbreak or an intimacy prompted transformation. More figuratively, it's anything that pushes you to face your fears igniting the life-ending / life-giving cycle of death and rebirth. There is spirituality in this space as it reveals the karmic wounds you incarnated to heal in this lifetime. Pluto ruled in the natural home of Scorpio. This house holds your secrets and the things you deem taboo. Your experiences with intimacy and sexuality live here as expressions of this landscape. Being a karmic house, it also speaks to legacies and inheritance. It says this is a heavy predestined energy to this space as it holds the things you've been given for a reason. It's also linked to research and investigation with so much to untangle, uncover, and transform. Okay, so so this is a very kind of deep card coming out for you all, pile number ones, and there's obviously a lot to be unraveled here. Okay, so let's hop right into it. I will say off bat, a lot of you all could be experiencing like sleepless nights, you know, really intense, very subconscious oriented dreams. Okay, it's almost like night after night after night after night. And maybe some days you feel strong enough to just say, kind of disregard them, place them in the back of your mind. But I feel like eventually for a lot of us, okay, for a lot of people who are dealing with the psyche and the subconscious mind, you're eventually you can't keep suppressing them. You're going to have to confront what's coming up eventually. And that's what's going to lead to the dreams or the lack of sleep that you are having or not having dissipating, right? Is getting to the brunt of the matter, getting to the root of what's causing these night terrors, or what's causing these really intense dreams, or these really just wild dreams. Okay, so we're going to do the Celtic cross spread. We have 10 cards, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. This is a brand new deck too, so I think I might have shuffled it a little bit. I obviously cleared the energy here. But there could be someone that you're involved with, okay, that you're dating, that this person is courting you, and maybe you are questioning the motives or the intentions of this person, or this person could be questioning their motives and intention in regards to what is the end goal of the connection. What does this mean for the both of you, right? So you could be, pile number ones, either you, or if it doesn't resonate as your personality, this could be someone external from you. Either you could be questioning whether or not you want to be in a committed relationship right now, or whether or not you even have the capacity to be committed to someone, because being in a relationship is a responsibility, right? You could be really questioning that. Also, if this isn't you, if you aren't the one questioning that, someone on the external could be questioning whether or not they are apt to be in a relationship right now, or fully commit, or they just could be delving into what it takes to be in a good, mutually beneficial, committed relationship, right? That could just be on their mind pretty heavily, okay? So, yeah, let's begin. So, starting off in the you now, heart of the matter position, we have the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like you're really finding a lot of benefits and a lot of momentum happening independent from everyone else in your life, okay? You could be really like focusing and doubling down on the things that you say you want. And you could be feeling that your independence is the most important thing right now because it's enabling you to get the things that you want out of life, or to reach and execute on the things that you have to do in life right now with the Nine of Pentacles. You could be feeling very free, very I feel like in general, pile number ones, you feel as if you work better alone as well. But for some reason, a lot of people are being inducted into your life right now, if that makes sense. And you're a little confused about how to maintain your composure while all of this is happening. It's like you love people, you like to be around people, but it's almost in doses. And what I'm getting is that I feel like you want to do right by the people in your life, but it's almost like you're being urged by spirit or something outside of your control to do something independent of either someone else or a group setting, okay? In the crossing energy / challenge, we have the Hangman. This is what I'm saying. Card number 12, right? Major Arcana. So I feel as if you might feel like you're kind of like running in place right now because it's like you have so much on your itinerary to do and you feel like you could get it done, like I said earlier, independently of others, but something is kind of keeping you stuck. And I feel like it's you. You could be in your own head, okay? You could be kind of making it harder on yourself than is necessary right now, pile number ones. But even in regards to that green fluorite, I feel like you need to, this is because excess energy is being permeated into your auric field, right? Into your space. And I feel like you need to ground that excess energy. And I feel like that's why you're wanting to kind of move solo. You know, you want to move sand of other people, right? Because you feel like it's so much going on. It's so much energy being dispersed. You need to ground yourself. I feel like you haven't been grounded in some time, right? In the conscious goal position, we have the nine of swords. So the Nine of Swords coming up in the conscious goal position, I feel like you really want to balance out your energy field because you keep having these trippy dreams that are like waking you up at night. But in reality, look, the Nine of Swords is depicted by this owl, right? And they have a feather on their bed. So I feel like it's really your intuition. It's something in your subconscious mind, right? That's keeping you up at night. And I feel like that's why this Nine of Swords is depicted here by the owl. It's something internal. It's something deep down in your subconscious that is just, that you need to make peace with. And I think that's the energy here, especially with the Nine of Swords being right on top of this Justice card here. You're trying to balance out your energy field. Okay? So I feel as if the holiday miracle that's going to happen for you is you're going to be able to do that. But let's find out how, okay? So unconscious, I think this is the unconscious goal or unconscious influence position is the Five of Wands. Yeah, you're battling with yourself. You're battling with the duality that lies within, that masculine, that feminine, right? I feel like you want to receive, yet you also simultaneously want to take action towards something. You want to rest, but then you know how much you have to do. You want to be in love, but you also want to be in solitude enough to get what needs to be done. It's like this internal battle that's causing these worries that's keeping you up at night, pile number ones, okay? In the past influence position, you've been holding on tightly to something that perhaps needs to be let go of. And this is what I was talking about in regards to getting to the root. You're carrying a lot of excess energy with that baggage here, pile number ones. So I feel like the solution is there's something that you have been disregarding, right? There's something that you have been disregarding, especially with the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the Four of Pentacles. And you've been pushing it deep down in your subconscious. And now it comes out to play in your dream state, in your dream world. So how you'll recover, okay? And it'll probably seem like a miracle in the month of December, is you addressing it once and for all. Now, are you making peace with it? So you can do that in the etheric realm, or you could do that in the dream realm, however you want to do it. But you might need to journal this out. Maybe keep a dream journal on you for the month of December, so you can really get to the bottom of what's causing this Nine of Swords energy, right? So let's proceed with your reading. We have the Two of Swords in the approaching influence position. And I love this because I feel like you are going to get some peace. You're going to start meditating on the solution to how you can best ground your energy and stabilize yourself, right? Because with the Justice card, that's all about restoring balance, restoring that status quo type of energy. And I feel like once and for all, you're going to decide and really make a head over heart decision about maybe not being so guarded and opening up to collaboration, opening up to love, letting love in, letting something or someone in that you seem kind of guarded with because of your worries or doubts or fears. And it's coming up in your dream state because you're very conflicted inside about something that you have repressed for some time now, pile number ones. In your inner resources / talents position, we have the Five of Swords. So you're going to defeat this. You're going to get this in your grips, right? You're going to get a hold of this. But for some reason, I feel like it's like finally this is done. It's a hollow win. It's a hollow victory because I feel like you shouldn't have gotten yourself in this in the first place, right? So it's like, yeah, I got myself into this. So now I inevitably have to get myself out of it, right? So in your inner resources and talents positions, you're going to be able to win this, but it's like, this shouldn't have been something to win in the first place. This isn't something that I'm like, yay, cheerio, I freaking won. That incessant battle that was in my head is just going to be like, finally, it's done. Now I can move forward with my life and live in peace. Okay? So you have the capacity to do this, right? No matter if that leaves you elated or just feeling like, okay, great, let's move on, right? So in how other people see you, you have justice. People see you as balanced. People see you as being very fair. People see you being very objective in a lot of ways too. But it's interesting because while people see this, they probably will never know what you're dealing with on the inside, right? Because you might put on a really brave face, okay, while you're enduring this. So in your hopes and fears, there's the devil, right? So I feel like you hope to really focus and concentrate on your objective, right? Which is restoring balance in your mind, right? Restoring balance in and around you as well. But I feel like you also fear that this won't end, right? That maybe this will be a harder battle to get out of than you could have anticipated. Because it's interesting, there's two people on this Five of Wands card, right? The red and the blue person, and then you have this person wearing a red coat, and it's like they're fighting, right? Let's just say, for the best way that I can describe in this imagery right now, let's just use as an example good versus evil, right? So you're feeding the wolf of evil or the wolf of despair less and less and less. The wolf of despair is a devil, right? Is a devil card here. You're afraid, your fears lie in this, in the temptation, in the obsession, in the fears winning out of the good. And I feel like you simultaneously are obsessed with getting this out of your mind, getting this out of your headspace, but you're like, what if the fear is more potent and more aggressive than, you know, my good? Okay. In the outcome card, we have the Seven of Swords. So I feel like with the Seven of Swords, you're taking an out incrementally. You see how this creature has one bird in the cage, right? And we have a lot of cage references as well. It's like you're just getting out in the nick of time, and you've taken one token or souvenir with you, so to speak, right? With the Seven of Swords here as an outcome position. So here's the thing, pile number ones. I feel like you are gonna let go of the majority of the things that you cannot control. But for some reason, this is just what I'm getting, just through intuitively looking at these cards. You want to take like a token of a remnant, a relic of the past to keep with you, so that you don't ever get yourself in this position again, so that you don't ever hold on to something too tightly. It's like you want to keep this to remind you what not to do, right? How not to get caught up, how not to think negatively, okay? So if that works for you, great. Yeah, if that works for you, great. But I feel like you're keeping a relic of the past, so that it'll constantly remind you in the back of your head as to kind of like how to move in life, or a reminder of people's character, or whatever, whatever, however you see it, right? That's very interesting. Very interesting reading. Very interesting reading. Okay, so let's pull some more cards. I want to pull another deck. We're gonna use the seven. Oh wait, what is this? The Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reed. To end your reading, pile number ones. Okay. Okay, thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck, for giving pile number ones clear, concise, accurate advice, guidance, and wisdom to conclude their reading. Clear, concise, accurate advice, guidance, and wisdom to conclude pile number one's reading. Advice, guidance, and wisdom to conclude pile number one's reading for the month of for the month of December 2022. Advice and predictions for our pile number 1 for the month of December 2022. Okay, this is the first card that fell out. Card number 41, a higher view. Okay, so I feel like your intuition is telling you to rise above the BS. Okay, that could be unwanted belief systems. Pile number 1, that could just be bullcrap. Okay, read between the lines. Okay, but rise above it, and I feel like you will be rising above it. You will be rising above it in the month of December, right? Bottom of the deck, we have card number 20, a merry motive, because your motives and your intentions are good. And I feel like you need to start trusting in yourself more, pile number 1s. And I think that's why you're in this tug of war, because for some reason, I feel like I don't know you, and this won't apply to every person, but I feel like you're at this tug of war with yourself because you want to do right by others, but you don't trust yourself enough right now to know if that's what you're doing. I hope that makes sense. And this might only resonate with some of you. You're just like, I really want to do right. I really want to do my best. I really want to put my best foot forward. But I feel like whatever you've been doing either in the recent past hasn't been allowing for your intuition to be heard through you, so you can like guarantee like, yes, like, you know, nothing in life is guaranteed, but you would have more of an appropriate account that you can trust yourself, right? I really hope that makes sense, because I feel like you have a really beautiful intention behind the things that you're doing right now. Okay, so card number 20, a merry motive, right? And for those of you who celebrate the holidays or celebrate Xmas or whatever, I feel like it will be a merry Xmas this year once you have risen above these limitations that you feel like you can't get out of, right? But you are getting out of them. I feel like you have a knack, you have a talent for getting yourself out of things that you might have gotten yourself into, okay? So yeah, pile number 1s, I really hope that made sense. I love you so much, my dreamy dreamers. If you like this reading, if it resonated, please hit that thumbs up button. Like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, or anyone who would best benefit from the messages provided here today. Again, if y'all are ready for this tarot journal, they will be going live, so released on my website. I'll have the link in the description box by the end of this week, so I believe that's December 2nd, okay? I'm filming this video on November 28th, okay? So with that being said, I love you so much, my dreamy dreamers, and I'll see you in our next reading. Bye. Hey, Pile 2, welcome back to your reading. So you all chose this tumbled tiger's eye, which I love, okay? So tiger's eye is a protective stone that is traditionally used as a talisman against ill wishing and curses, okay? It says it brings out your inner power and integrity and assists in accomplishing goals and clarity of intention. Okay? So with the pick of the tiger's eye, I have a feeling that you are going to, during the month of December 2022, a lot of strength is going to be required from you for something that has to do with maybe romance or intimacy, or either a current or a past connection, okay? So we'll get into it though. But I feel like you all were either drawn to this tiger's eye crystal or this Pisces card, and we'll get into that in a minute, because this may have something to do with a Pisces. You may be, a Pisces, not everyone, but you may be a sun, moon, rising Pisces, or you might have a lot of Pisces highly aspected in your chart. Maybe your Venus is in Pisces, something of that nature, right? It's going to require a lot of strength and tenacity, right? And also, I feel like for others, you could have been feeling very odd internally, and maybe you are being given kind of clarity through carrying one of these tiger's eye crystal with you to protect yourself from the quote unquote evil eye, if you from people who don't wish the best on you. Okay, so let's proceed. You all's pile selection card is this Pisces card, and it says intimacy, intuition, and compassion. I feel like, psychically speaking, you might need protection, pile number twos, in regards to the thoughts that you're thinking. I feel like a lot of the thoughts you've been thinking, I feel like you feel as if they're not of your own, almost like as if they have been implanted, as if you have been just suggested things to think, right? I have a feeling like maybe your normal personality is one way, but you've been exhibiting other aspects of your personality, and it's like, why? How? I've been doing all this work. I continue to do the work, but something has like glitched. You know what I'm saying? It's like a switch has been flipped, and it's like night and day difference. And you're kind of wondering, okay, I'm still hitting my marks, I'm still getting things done, but my peace of mind is eluding me right now, and I don't know why. Okay? So this could be something cyclic, this could be something karmic that's coming up that has to be addressed, okay? So I'm using the Heavenly Bodies astrology deck for the pile selection cards. So I do want to read a little bit of what this Pisces energy has to say in the guidebook. It's a really cute guidebook that comes with the deck. So I definitely want to pay homage to it. So let's read a little bit. Okay, so card number 84. Page number 84. Okay, so it says Pisces. So it says, this evolved energy sits at the edge of the zodiac where the journeying soul dissolves into the ethers from which it came. At home in the spiritual planes, Pisces is tapped into the collective and the divine. Neptune ruled, it feels the collective longing the collective longing which comes through as inspiration and is expressed through creativity. It says, these are artists, healers, and gentle beings. Softened spiritual and emotional boundaries make them empathetic and even psychic, which also gives them a need for solitude to identify what's theirs and what isn't. Okay, so didn't we say it's almost like you've been suggested a way to think that is not really your natural way of thinking? So interesting. It says compassion is their gift and being of service their highest expression. Okay, so it says profound sensitivity makes Pisces beautiful and also leads it astray. It says a blurry definition between physical and spiritual, self and other, makes it difficult to know where they end and another begins. It's a confusing energy to experience on Earth, which is why Pisces is always linked to escapism, addiction, and self-sacrifice. Running away or martyrdom can be attractive options as they alleviate the earthly pressure of self-definition. It says keyword energetics, intuition, sensitivity, compassion, intimacy, forgiveness, experience, psychic connection, serving something greater than selves, shadow, no boundaries, martyrdom, escapism, and addiction. So again, pile number twos. I feel as if you're holding on, or someone else could be holding on to something that maybe you have let go, or vice versa. You could be holding on to something that someone else has let go of, and something is keeping you bound. So in December, you're going to get the strength to finally let it go, to finally give yourself that much needed break and release something from the past. Okay, so I know that was a long description, but let's hop into your reading. We have at the bottom of the deck, 6 of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, okay? So this could be someone who feels like home, okay? This could be you reminiscing about the past, about who you used to be, okay? As opposed to who you are now, right? It's interesting because we have this little, it's funny because it looks like a grandmother and then looks like this grandmother elephant is admiring either who they were when they were little or maybe even a grandchild. I think it's who they were because they both have the same flower on their ear. So they're definitely connected. And they're just kind of like reminiscing about the past, right? Maybe what felt most familiar to them, right? Again, this could be an old relationship. This could be an old friendship. This could be an old community. This could be a family member, okay? So let's list off your cards. We will be doing the Celtic cross spread, but let's list off the cards and then we will start the spread. So we have the Ace of Wands, the Hermit, 6 of Wands, 3 of Swords, card number 8, Strength. We have the 9 of Cups, Page of Wands, 5 of Cups, the Lovers, and the 4 of Swords. So in the you now, heart of the matter position, we have the Ace of Wands. So I feel like there's a passionate new beginning here for you, okay? This could be in the start of the month of December, but I feel like you're taking it. You're running with it, right? With the Ace of Swords, it's almost like you're running to your victory. You see how this like salamander or whatever this is, it's like clutching on to this branch and it's looks like it's going on the path to that castle. So I feel like you're feeling inspired. You're feeling motivated. You're feeling very passionate about someone or something. And I feel like there is a wish that has been fulfilled here or being fulfilled here. So you're running towards it. You're seizing the moment of opportunity, pile number ones, okay? I mean, pile number twos, excuse me, pile number twos with that 9 of Cups at the bottom of this Ace of Wands. Now, in the crossing position or in the challenge position, we have the Hermit card. So I think this is interesting. You could be dealing with the Virgo, okay? This could be the person in question that maybe, you know, you're thinking about letting go. That could remind you of home. That could remind you of the past, okay? But it's someone, it seems like this person is kind of coming out of nowhere. And it's interesting to me because, yes, while the Hermit carries a staff in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, this is blatantly like a stick. So you would think it's like a Wands card, but it's not. And with the Hermit carrying that staff, it's almost like they're in motion on their way to you, right? So you could be dealing with a Virgo. You could be dealing with someone who has maybe been very isolated, or you could be the one who has been spending a lot of time alone and now you're just edging out of your bubble, out of your shell. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you need that light, because it's almost like you've been so cooped up. You need something to radiate that darkness, dispel that darkness, right? So it's very interesting. So I feel like there's a lot of Wands energy here, okay? So there's a lot of movement, or there's a lot of thoughts of movement towards you, right? But like I was saying, in this challenge or this crossing position, we have the Hermit. So I feel like you want to take action. You want to go for the things that you love, that inspire you, that will get you closer to that wish fulfillment. And yet maybe you feel like you need a little bit more time. Maybe you feel like you've been stuck in the dark or been stuck in solitude, or have preferred being alone, or your own company, okay? In the conscious goal position, we have the Six of Wands. I feel like you want to be heralded. You want to get the acclamations that you feel like you deserve for your service rendered or for the things that you are doing. But it's like, pile number twos, how is that going to happen if you haven't opened yourself up to interacting with people again, right? But this is your conscious goal. It's like you really do want to interact with people more. You know the necessity that is for your growth, right? With the Six of Wands being in the conscious goal position, and you want your flowers, so to speak, right? You want your flowers. You look at all those roses people are throwing at this person's feet because they've done a job well done. You want that. In the unknown influence position, we have the Three of Swords, so I feel like you're still healing, okay? You've been healing for a while now. You've maybe been lamenting about certain things, maybe about a friendship or a connection that just really dug its heels in your heart, so to speak, right? Really dug into you in a way that you really didn't fully digest until it happened, okay? And for some of you all, this could be an ex, and I say this because this person looks like, look, we have the Lover's card at the bottom of this, and they look like they moved on. They found their person or their counterpart, and this person, you know, is still healing. This person's been like, you know, feels like they have been rejected in some way, state, or form, right? From a love connection here, from someone who they were very close to, whether this be a romantic connection or not, they feel like this person has maybe been feeling some sense of rejection here. In the past influence, we have the Strength card, okay? So you've also been very strong, pile number twos, and very resilient and very steadfast in your healing and quelling those thoughts of rejection or those lower frequency thoughts that, you know, have plagued you unconsciously, right? I feel like you really have been deep healing, and you've also been moving forward in the process. I'm actually kind of shocked we don't have the Chariot card here, or, you know, something along those lines to signify for movement. However, in the approaching influence, we have the Nine of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment, which is feeling a sense of accomplishment, which is, you know, feeling very proud of yourself and admiring the fact that you have worked hard to attain something and now it's here, right? So that's beautiful. In your inner resources and talents position, we have the Page of Wands. So I feel like you're always up for adventure and spontaneity. And I feel like things don't get you down for too long because you have a very youthful and innocent spirit. And you're always going to keep going. You're always going to keep moving forward. You're always going to find that silver lining as it pertains to the things that you want, right? You're always going to find something that will get you to the next level, or that will, you know, make you feel good in the moment, right? In how others see you, we have the Five of Cups. So people might think that, you know, you're a little depressed, or you're a little down, or you're a little disappointed with them, okay? And it's interesting because in this deck, the Two Cups are the one that spilled, and the Three Cups are remained standing, right? But usually in the Rider-Waite Tarot, which is like kind of like the starter deck, it's the other way around. It's the Three Cups that have spilled. So you could have someone or this could be you, take it if it resonates, could be mending from a relationship that has passed, that has, you know, run its course. Okay, so this doesn't have to mean a romantic relationship per se. This could be a friendship. This could be a connection. This could be in business or something like that. But what I'm getting is it does seem like this could be a romantic connection more so with the Lovers here, with this depiction of the Two of Cups fell over, and then we have the Three of Cups there, things of that nature, right? So in the outcome position, we have the Four of Swords. So I feel like, you know, you're taking a break. You're getting some much needed R&R, relaxation, time away just to clear your head, to meditate, to really take yourself out of the equation, to gather your strength, right? To muster up that courage and fortitude that you need to move forward in your life, okay? And I feel like you're being given a break here as well from Spirit, you know? Spirit is telling you to rest, to recuperate from your losses, so to speak, right? Because you are learning a lot. You're learning a lot, pile number twos, and you are really growing. And I think that's really beautiful. You know, you have a lot of ambition here and you have a lot of high hopes, and that's what keeps you moving forward, is that childlike ambition and spontaneity and sense of adventure. Okay. And I love that, because whatever has happened in the past, whether quote unquote to you or for you, and we already know that it's majority of the times for us, it's always for us, actually, excuse me. You are really operating by the premise of this too shall pass. And, you know, you're growing up. You just are. You're growing up. So congratulations in regards to that, pile number twos. And I feel like the holiday miracle is that you're able to keep that childlike vigor. You're able to keep that sense of adventure, that sense of spontaneity, that sense of curiosity as well, right? So let's end your reading with advice, guidance, and wisdom from the Oracle of the Seven Energies deck. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck, for providing our pile number twos with clear, concise, accurate messages. Advice, guidance, and wisdom for our pile number twos to conclude their reading. What can pile number twos expect in the month of December 2022? Advice, guidance, and wisdom for our pile number twos. Okay, so these cards came out. We have card number, oh, look at this. Like y'all seen me shuffle. So we have card number 1 with Earth Magic. So this means, or is it suggested, pile number 2, grounding yourself at this time, grounding any excess energy that might be, you know, kind of like being radiated out of you right now is a perfect solution. That means you could earth if you're not allergic to grass, take off your socks and shoes and walk in some clean grass that will allow your energy to be more earth balanced. I know that's a butter. Be more balanced by the earth, okay? And it's going to really help to heal you. And then we have the second card, which is Roots of Abundance. I really feel like whatever in the past that has hurt you or that left you feeling kind of high and dry or rejected, I feel like it happened for you to really solidify who you are and who you're becoming as a person in regards to you working your magic here on this earthly plane. And it's interesting because we have Earth Magic, which in essence to me, it reminds me closer of this Ace of Wands. And then we have card number 2 with Roots of Abundance. And you can see this key here. You can see this like ruby. And it's almost saying as if you have the keys to unlock all the abundance that you can ever spend. Okay, whether that be time, whether that be resources, whether that be actual material money, you could ever spend on this earth. So this, whatever has happened in the past, you're being given the clearance to let it go and to give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. You have endured a lot. You can rest, you can relax in your sense of self because you are them. You are that person. And I feel like no one or nothing is going to be able to get in between of you and your goals and you and your destiny. And I feel like that is being offered to you as a gift right now, pile number 2s. A gift of triumph, of overcoming. We have the conscious goal, 6 of Wands. So that's a victory card in and of itself. That is triumph over adversity. So much so the townspeople are heralding this person. They're giving this person a standing ovation and a round of applause for all their work and their duty. And I feel like you are so humble as a person, pile number 2s, in which sometimes you are just so on to the next so quickly that you are not allowing your being to soak in everything that is coming in for you. That are the things that you have once prayed for, right? So bottom of the deck, card number 33 with ears wide open. You are on high alert. I feel like your senses are just, they're sensing. Okay, your senses are sensing. You're really listening. You're really adhering to the calls and the messages that are being provided to you. And you know, you have your head on a swivel, so to speak. It's so funny because I just seen 010101. Please look that up for anybody who has made it this far into the reading. And its spiritual meaning of that binary kind of code. So I feel like you're unlocking the binary freaking genetic code that is going to get you all to where it is that you've always wanted to be. And you're not letting nothing or no one or no type of feelings stop that. And I commend you and I applaud you. And I too wish and am practicing honing that type of resilience. Okay, so congratulations, pile number 2s. Y'all are doing it. Okay, so with that being said, if you like this reading, if it resonated with you, please give this reading a big thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, or anyone you think would best benefit from the messages provided here today. If y'all are interested in a companion tarot journal for these readings or other readings on YouTube, please let me know in the description box down below. My plan is to release them by this Friday, and you all will be able to order your tarot journals either from the link that I provide in the description or from my website. So very least the link that I provide in the description box down below and on my website. But that won't be dropping until December 2nd. I'm recording this on November 28th. Okay, so I love you all so much, my dreamy dreamers, and until next time, I'll see you in your next reading. Bye. Hey, pile number 3s, welcome back to your reading. So you all chose this Orbicular Jasper. Okay, it's really pretty. It's very stripy and orbicular and all that. So the Orbicular Jasper supports service, assists in accepting responsibility, and instilling patience. Okay, so it's interesting because with that being said, with this Orbicular Jasper that either attracted y'all or this Yang card that was your pile selection card, it says proactivity, expression, doing, and forward movement, right? Forward motion, excuse me. So in regards to that, I feel like y'all, pile number 3s, have maybe been a little impatient with the progress that you have been making, okay? So with Yang, we have the signs of Aries, I believe this is Gemini, Leo, crap. Sorry, y'all. So it says Yang, it's Aries sign, Gemini, Leo, Taurus, Sagittarius, and Aquarius, okay? Those are the signs right here. So I don't know if those are the masculine energies. things of that nature. But I feel like y'all have been kind of hard pressed on time, right? Maybe you all have been feeling like, why can't this just hurry up? You're trying to speed something up that really just needs your patience. So with the Orbicular Jasper, I feel like it's going to have you usher in, which is going to be a miracle for you in the month of December, is having patience, yes, but also doing things while you're waiting for whatever it is to show up into your 3D, right? So it's going to bring in for you, pile number threes, things to do, like I just said, while you're waiting for your manifestation or whatever it is that you're waiting for to show up, okay? So let's hop into it. Let's get more into this Yang card, okay? So with the pile selection cards, I'm using the Heavenly Bodies Astrology deck. So it's such a beautiful deck. They really did a great job with like the guidebook and stuff. So I want to pay homage to it and read out of it. So let's see. We have, where's Yang energy? Alrighty. Okay, so this Yang energy states, it says, this is the energy of the divine masculine, one half of creation. This force pushes the spiritual realm's inward night into the physical light of day. Outward and proactive, it brings forth material life, okay? It says this is a dynamic manifesting doing energy. It's tangible and linear. 1 + 1 = 2. It's ego and living consciousness and the natural spoken express realm of waking life. It says being an active creative force, it's linked to the elements of fire and air. This is not the realm for water's emotions or earth's patience, okay? So it says, as a result, all fire and air signs within the zodiac are considered Yang. Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra. Okay, that was Libra. Libra, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. It says, keep in mind that this is distilled masculinity and makes no reference to physical sexes. Yang energy lives within both male and female bodies. Okay, it says energetics, proactivity, expression, masculinity, outward, physical. Experiences, forward motion, doing. Shadow, impatient, and aggressive. Okay, so yeah, basically what I was getting, pile number threes, is that y'all are wanting to rush something that is more suited for you to kind of like relax and receive it and let it in, okay, naturally. So let's start with your reading. We have at the bottom of the deck the Star card, okay? So this is something that you have been wishing, hoping, and praying for quite some time. And I feel like you're kind of like, where is it? Where is it? You know, it's your North Star, so to speak. It's like your ultimate manifestation, right? You have been wanting this for quite some time. So we're going to do the Celtic cross spreads, starting here, ending here. We have in the You Now Heart of the Matter position, the Justice card, okay? So I feel like you've been feeling very balanced, very fair, allowing things to just kind of happen, although in the back of your mind, I feel like you kind of want them to speed ahead, right? You just like, you're like, okay, anytime now, right? But your disposition is very balanced, tranquil. You're at this equilibrium, right? You're like, look, all is fair in love and war, or all is fair. I gotta take the good with the bad, blase, things of that nature, right? You're just very, very even kiltered at this point in time. On the exterior, on the inside, you're like, where is it? Hurry it on up, okay? Now, the crossing position and the challenge position is 10 of Pentacles. So you could be struggling with what's fair for you versus what's fair for the whole. You could be like, I really want to maintain this balance and this equilibrium, yet I'm waiting for this like new life to come in. Because with this 10 of Pentacles and the crossing / challenge area, this is what I'm getting that you're waiting for, pile number 3s. You're waiting for it all to just come to you, right? The money, the status, the relationship, the house, you name it. You know, it doesn't even have to be any of those things. It could just be whatever you're waiting to come in. But the 10 of Pentacles here is representing that everything that you want, so to speak, right? That good life, that sweet life. So in the conscious goal position, yeah, we have the Lovers card. So you could be waiting on someone to really get serious with you. Think about long-term commitment with you. And I feel like either you or this person really wants to have it all with somebody. You really want to hunker down in on your commitment with someone that you have been wanting, or someone that you have had your eye on, or someone you're in a relationship with for quite some time now. You're really thinking about love. You're really thinking about connection. You're really thinking about long term, or this person is thinking about long term, okay? In the unconscious influence position, we have the 4 of Wands. So yeah, marriage is on someone's mind, whether it be you, whether it be someone else. Maybe you're thinking that someone else is getting cold feet, because it's funny, we have this person kind of running away from this threshold here. And maybe you're like, oh my goodness, is someone like having cold feet? Do they still want to marry me? Do they still want to be with me? Because that's just what I'm getting depicted here. Like, usually the 4 of Wands does mean marriage or represent marriage, but then we only have this one person here, and it looks like they're like a runaway groom or one runaway bride, you know what I mean? So you're probably still thinking like, is this person still in it? Do they still want to, are they still in love? Okay. For others, in the unconscious goal position, you just want stability. You could want the stability of being by yourself. It's interesting too, because we have the Justice card and in the you now position, the unconscious influence card. Both of these people are like by themselves in this card. Okay. So yeah. In the past position, we have the 10 of Wands. Something may have been difficult. You may have just gotten through a burdensome situation, a heavy load to carry. Maybe you want all this to happen because you have been carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, and you want someone to kind of help you with those burdens, with that load, right? Or vice versa. Someone else could want you to help them carry the weight of the world, or take some burdens off of their back. And they know that this can happen if you two were to act as a team and be together and commit, okay? Because life is kind of hard, right? Doing it all alone. Even if we don't end up in relationships, romantic relationships, we have familial relationships, we have friendships, we have business relationships that kind of help us carry the burden in those aspects of life, right? So I feel like in the past, things had been so burdensome on you that you realize the benefit of having someone else by your side to carry half of that load for you, right? And that's not why you love this person. That's not why this person loves you. It's just an added benefit as it pertains to a relationship dynamic, right? So in the approaching influence, we have the 7 of Swords. And with this, with this 7 of Swords, I'm just getting like you're taking what you have and you're kind of just like dipping out, like you're just leaving. You're leaving the past in the past. I feel like you're coming to grips with what's fair for you and what's right for you and what's just for you. And the rest, you're just kind of leaving it. You know, you're taking what you want out of a situation and then you're just leaving unwarranted thoughts behind, okay? I feel like you're really going to be honest with yourself about the things that you want and about what you think is fair and what you think is just and what you think is equal in a partnership. In your inner resources / talent position, we have the Page of Swords. So you're very curious. You're probably very well read, very intelligent, very swift. I feel like I feel like someone wears dresses a lot. Like, you know, someone definitely wears dresses. They like cocktail dresses, things of that nature. And I feel like your real talent and gift is observing, being objective, listening to the messages that are being given to you from Spirit, from the Most High, and also reading the room. This is what I'm getting. You're able to read the room. You're able to, read the temperature, gauge the temperature or whatever. You're able to read people very well, very well. And it's because you're genuinely curious when it comes to maybe human psychology, things of that nature. So I feel like you're able to really read situations very well. So if a person is indiscreetly asking you for space, you just give it to them. Like, you don't ask them, why or what's wrong. It kind of comes natural to you. You just give them that space before they even ask for it. If a person is, maybe very curious about you, you kind of tell them, you kind of disclose these curiosities to them even before they kind of ask, right? You give them hints. You're very good at reading a room. In how others see you, we have the King of Cups. I feel like people can't really read you, but you can read them. People can't really read you. You look very calm, cool, and collected in a lot of the engagements that you are involved in. I feel like your own other half can't even read you too. The person who wants to spend the rest of their life with you or vice versa, they can't read you. And I feel like that's half of the allure when it comes to either you or this person, but I feel like they can't really gauge your temperature, but you can always gauge theirs. And it's kind of because you maybe act a little aloof, okay? And I say this because, look, you see how this person or this creature it's like they're giving this person space. Like, oh, okay, you asked for space, so let me fill my time up learning, observing, figuring out what works for me, and I'll give you that space. And it's like this person is just here oh, okay, I guess I did ask for that, but did I really want it? I don't know. So now I'm just kind of stewing in my own space and waiting for them to pay me attention, That's just what I'm getting from this, from the looks of it here, right? And it's interesting because this creature here, they just look like they're just chilling, just watching everything unfold, watching what's going on around them, right? So in your hopes and fears, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like your hopes is to be rewarded for all of your hard work, all of your patience, all of the time you've invested into something. And I feel like on the flip side, your fears are that you might have to start fresh. What you've worked on could have I feel like you fear that what you worked for could have been in vain and you might have to start completely over. But for some reason, I'm getting that's just a fear, right? That's just fear speaking. It's not reality. It's just something that could be an alternative to what it is that you want. But don't dwell in that, because if you dwell in that for too long, then that might be what happens, right? But we do have here in the outcome position the Fool. So I feel like you're taking a leap of faith. And to be honest, pile number 3s, you might actually find exactly what you've been looking for, but better. And something that Spirit wanted you to have exclusively. And I say that because, come on, you can't make this up. Look at this. So the 7 of Pentacles, right? They're waiting and contemplating on whether or not they should continue to work at something or work on something else. And this Fool card here has like a different flower that's blossoming and that this creature is diving into. So you might find it hard to move forward and to move on, but I feel like the message here, right, because there's also a pink feather here, is that, or I don't know if it's pink or red, I think it's pink. But I'm getting like you might be moving forward with someone new in love, someone that you probably even couldn't have conceptualized for yourself, you know, and that wish is still being granted, but it's coming in a very different way than you would have expected, right? It's coming maybe in a different vessel, in a different form, just in a complete different way, but you're still getting that wish fulfillment. That wish is still being granted, okay? So let's pull some Oracle of the 7 Energies card to conclude your reading. Advice, guidance, and wisdom spirit for our pile number 3s. Clear, concise, accurate. Advice, guidance, and wisdom for our pile number 3s. What does pile number 3s need to know? Advice, guidance, wisdom, and predictions for the month of December 2022. Wow. Okay, so this just literally, sorry about that. This just literally flew out. Y'all seen it. Card number 33, ears wide open. You're very observant, like I told you. I told you in that Page of Swords description. You're very observant. You're keeping your ears wide open. You're keeping your ears perked. You're really, you are really listening to the messages that are being given to you right now. From the Most High, from Spirit, from your own intuition, okay? And I feel like you know that you're going to get what you've been asking for, but you also realize that it's a process and it might come in through a different avenue or in a different vessel than you maybe would have imagined in the beginning, okay? So I do want to read a little bit because this is the second time this card has come out. Wow, it was just on the page. So it says card number 33, ears wide open. It says key concepts, deep listening as a gift we give to others, understanding someone else's needs, showing focused attention, tuning into another, and letting go of the ego's need to be heard. So I feel like maybe you hear someone loud and clear and that they are showing you better than they can tell you anything. And it's maybe giving you a sense to move on to higher heights, because then within moving on, you're going to actually get the thing that you have been wanting for quite some time now, okay? Or if this isn't about a relationship, you're going to be really taking a leap of faith into something that far surpasses your wildest expectations, whether that be in business, love, and relationships as a whole, right? But I feel like you're very balanced right now. And if any time was a time to take a leap of faith and to do something new, it would be now, okay? So yeah, pile number 3's amazing reading. I love y'all so much. If you like this reading, if it resonated, please hit that thumbs up button. Like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, or anyone who would best benefit from the messages provided here today. Again, my dreamy dreamers, I love you so much. And if you're interested in a companion to these readings or any other readings that you frequent on YouTube, I will be dropping a tarot journal towards the end of the week, December 2nd. I'm filming this on November 28th, and it should be out November 30th, okay? So December 2nd, I should have a link to a tarot journal in the description box down below, okay? I love you all so much, my dreamy dreamers, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye. Hey, pile number 4s, welcome back to your reading. So you all chose this really pretty tumbled rose quartz. And rose quartz is a stone of unconditional love and infinite peace. It says, most important crystal for the heart and heart chakra, brings in the true essence of love, okay? So what I'm getting here for you, pile number 4, is like your person is probably coming in, or infinite peace is being bestowed upon you as a holiday miracle, okay? So I feel like you're going to not only feel this inner resolve and resilience and strength and fortitude to really shine your light very brightly, even though you might be a little reserved as a person. I feel like you're also going to really experience something very magical in regards to a connection, whether this be a romantic connection or a connection that you have with anyone else in your life, or any other persons that you deem as important to you, okay? So your pile selection card is Venus, and it says, give and receive love, find value, and see beauty. So this is from the Heavenly Bodies astrology deck. So I do want to read a little bit of this Venus card and what it means to you. Okay. So it says, Venus is the sensual planet of love and beauty. Its energy affects how you engage with the world around you, how you give and receive love, what you value, and your perception of beauty. There's natural joy, flow, and ease with Venus, and it illuminates your talents and gifts and where you find pleasure. It says Venus is the other side of the moon's receptive feminine coin. Both reveal your needs and relationships, but Mother Moon is tribal, while Venus is an independent lover embodied in myth by Aphrodite, a goddess desired by all and devoted only to self. Similarly, Venus reveals the people and relationships you're drawn to as reflections of your own self-worth. With Venus, you explore self through the mirror of another. Okay, so it says energetic, self-worth, intimacy, beauty, pleasure, experiences, giving and receiving love, what you desire, what you value. Okay, so I feel like what you're valuing now is coming in, and that could be unconditional love from another person. It could be the peace that this person might give to you, or that these people might give to you during this time of the year, or during this time period, during any time, right? So I feel like you could really be honing in on that, okay? Some of you all may be Libra or Tauruses. Obviously not everyone, or not the majority of people, or you might have a heavy Libra, Taurus aspects in your chart, in your natal chart, okay? But let's hop right into your reading. We have at the bottom of the deck, the Magician. So something that you have been working on for quite some time, pile number 4, is coming in for you. You're manifesting a lot of things, okay, simultaneously. You're orchestrating some stuff here. And what I'm getting is that someone might be bringing this beauty and this magic to you. Because why do we have both of the signs here, both of the cards here that have the infinity symbol? You see how this person or this creature is more reserved, and they kind of have the infinity symbol in their hands, kind of like, playing with them or whatever, kind of fidgeting with them. And this person, this other, I don't keep saying person, this creature, this thing, has infinity symbol just illuminated, right? It's just at their feet. They know. They have a firm knowing. And I feel you've finally met your match here. And oh my gosh, another infinity symbol, which they are bringing into your life. So I feel like there is like a lifelong connection that you have here, or an infinite connection. Oh my goodness. Pile number 4s. So I got this from the Crystal Bible. I literally looked up the meanings of the terms from my Crystal Bible book, and I'm literally just realizing it says infinite peace. someone in your life, okay, that is your person or that you're connected to highly, you two were meant to come and incarnate in this lifetime to give each other infinite peace. One in a very showboaty type of way, the other one in a very reserved, soft, natural, feminine, loving way, right? That's so intense. And I just came to this revelation right now. So good for you. This is amazing. It's beautiful, actually. Okay. So I feel like someone is really working their magic in your life right now because they know how. Oh my God, I want to cry. Okay. Y'all have really found someone who is very beautiful for you and who really cherishes you. And it's interesting because you would think you would see all these extra grandiosity, all these extra grandiose cards here that would be depicting that, but it's really this story that's very heartfelt and it's coming from a sincere place. So I feel like someone really wants to move the moon and the stars for you. And sometimes I feel like it's hard for you to allow them, pile number 4s, because you're really working on your self-worth right now. But they see it clearly and they want to show you how well they see your self-worth, right? That's freaking beautiful and it's about to bring me to tears. But anyhow, let's move forward. So we're about to do the Celtic cross spread starting at the you now heart of the matter position. I feel like you're really mustering up a lot of strength and courage and resilience-ness within you, pile number 4s. I know you all are very beautiful and very connected with love. Look at this creature here that has a lot of pink. They're wearing a lot of pink. So innately, they know that they're loved. They know their capacity of giving love. But I feel like maybe they could have been wounded in the past, or you could have been wounded in the past when it came to a connection. And you're really kind of opening yourself up to trust and to trust yourself more and to trust others, okay? In the crossing position and the challenge position, we have the 9 of Cups. So it's almost as if you have gotten what you've asked for, but you are still on the defense, pile number 4s, in regards to like taking it at face value is what I'm getting. Taking the pourings of this abundance or the blessings or the wish fulfillments, you're a little hesitant to just feel it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you are questioning someone coming in and showing you all this magic, showing you all this wish fulfillment, right? And you are really questioning the validity of it because of whatever has happened in your past or whatever you are reluctant to move towards, okay? And it's almost like someone else can see more clearly than you can the blessings that are pouring down on you, right? But you're hesitant to acknowledge them because of your humbleness. Let's move forward. So in the conscious goal position, we have the devil. So we have the lovers and the devil, which are opposite energies, right? Opposites meaning different sides of the spectrum, almost like the same side of the coin, right? And I feel like your conscious goal is not to bicker and fight and not to feel like you are putting anyone in a cage or you are bound to anyone or anything. I feel like maybe you have this tendency to really go inward a lot more often than your significant other or the person who wants to really make your life what you want it to be, help to make your life what you want it to be. You tend to need to withdraw more than they would like, and that might cause friction, okay? And so your conscious goal is to not be bound by anything or anyone and not to bind anything or anyone, okay? In the unconscious influence position, we have the Six of Swords. So I feel like you are in calmer waters, but you might feel like you might feel like it's taking forever for your mind to relax. Okay? For your mind to slow down, for these incessant thoughts of like wondering whether or not this is real or not, wondering whether or not this is true or not, to take place. Because the Six of Swords energy is interesting, right? Because you have this person waiting here, and then you have this tortoise taking their sweet, precious time. And it's funny because right next to it, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like you feel as if something is moving slower than you need it to, than you want it to right now, pile number 4s. And this could be in love, this could be commitment, something like that. Like someone maybe isn't as mature as you thought they were also. Because it's just interesting because in the unknown influence position and then in the past influence position here, we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is giving slow and steady wins the race, which is giving someone being dedicated to the process and being dedicated to loving you, but they're really taking their sweet time getting to you, you know, giving this to you, okay? So in the approaching influence, we have the Lovers, okay? So we know that whoever it is that's coming in for you, they love you. They adore you, whether it be romantic, whether it be familial, whether it be friends, whether it be just community. They really adore you and they see the value in you. But it's almost like they're waiting for you to burst out of your shell. They're waiting for you to see the infinite potential within yourself, okay? Because they see it just clearly within you. Now, in your inner resources / talent position, we have the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like you're able to be a forever student. You're able to learn. You're able to readjust. You're able to really take an apprenticeship role when it comes to like learning at the hems of someone, okay? Learning through adversity or just really being able to pick up on things very quickly, okay? I feel like you loving to learn is a definite advantage when it comes to you being able to manifest the life of your dreams and what you want out of life. Also, pile number 4 is because you're able to do the deep work, right? You're able to start over. And how others see you, the Hermit. People see that you're just in your shell, like I said. You know, you're in hermit mode. You might be in a place of isolation or solitude and might be very reluctant to come out of that shell, of that ivory tower that you have built and encapsulated yourself in, okay? And your hopes and fears, I feel like you just want to delve into the unknown. You want to just free fall into the unknown. You want to dive deep. You want to experience new things, new beginnings, take huge leaps and bounds of faith. But I feel like you also fear the unknown simultaneously, okay? Which is normal. We all do. You also fear the unknown in love as well, but you're really trying to adhere to the messages that are being brought into you. And I feel like that is, you don't have to rush anything. You know, what's for you is always going to be for you. It will never leave you. It will never escape you, so to speak, okay? And in the outcome position, we have the Knight of Wands. So like I was suggesting earlier, this could be you or this could be someone else, but I feel like you could be very passionate about something or someone. And it's funny because the Knight, I don't know if all the Knights have horses, but these two have horses. So I feel like And I feel like this could be like a couple. You know what I'm saying? They look like people who are cut from the same cloth. So with both of these knights, the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, I have a feeling while you want something to kind of like progress, you also know the validity of taking your time and having things move at the pace in which they are organically meant to move at. But I also, on the flip side, with this being the outcome card, pile number 4s, with this particular Knight of Wands, you're ready. You're just ready to do whatever happens, right? You're ready for the action. You're ready for the adventure. But you also have to beg the question: you also have to beg the question whether or not you're as committed as you say you are or as you think you are to something. And I'm not saying to this person, because it's apparent that you are, but to love in its purest form, not love for love's sake. It's not like it's not like we have like the Knight of Cups here or anything like that, but love just maybe in regards to the appearance of it, right? Because I have a feeling with the outcome card with the Knight of Wands, you might be moving prematurely into something, or just moving impulsively into something that is caution for you to take your time, to move at a more methodical and a more calculated approach, right? So yeah, pile number 4s, very interesting because these readings kind of was telling what needed to be told, not what, the objective of it was, but that's how tarot goes, right? So I really hope that made sense, pile number 4s. Slow and steady wins the race. There really is no rush because you don't want to leap into something impulsively that maybe you or the other person feels as if they can't get out of if need be, right? So take your time because I feel like this person is here to stay. They know your worth. They know your value. They are just waiting for you to see your worth and your value as well. So tell me more, Spirit. Advice, guidance, and wisdom. Advice, guidance, wisdom, and predictions for our pile number 4s. And we have card number 37, the Oracle's Gift. Okay, so I feel like you know this as well. You have a very fundamental understanding of your intuition and what it tells you. So I feel like you're also going to adhere to what your intuition is telling you. Card number 23, healing the heart. There's still a lot of healing that needs to be done. And look, come on, you can't make this up. Healing the heart. And what did I say? Most important crystal for heart and heart chakra. And this is healing the heart. So you're still healing. You are still coming into who you are as a healed individual, pile number 4s. So your person doesn't want to rush you. And I feel like what is being cautioned or what is being made being brought into awareness in this reading is you not rush that either, okay? Because this person wants to be there to heal you, not to confine you, not to bind you into anything. They just want to be there for you while you heal and while you come into yourself and your own self-love and self-worth, okay? So with that being said, pile number 4s, I love you all so much, my dreamy dreamers. If you like this reading, if it resonated, please hit that thumbs up button. Like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, or anyone who would best benefit from the messages provided here today. Again, my dreamy dreamers, if you are interested in a companion to these tarot readings, whether they be on this channel or any other channel, let me know in the description box down below, because I will be releasing a tarot journal, a Crazy Dreamer and a Sandrine Ann exclusive tarot journal that will be in the description box down below on Friday, December 2nd. I'm filming this on November 28th. So this reading should be out on the 30th of November. But by the end of this week, the journals should be available for purchase, okay? So leave if you're interested in the description box down below, in the description box. If you're interested in these tarot journals, let me know, and let me know in the comments. So I love you all so much, and until next time, I'll see you in your next reading. Bye.